Saddam Hussein delays answer to Gorbachev's peace bid. The countdown to a ground war appears to be on hold until at least Friday night. Secretary of State Baker says Kuwait will be liberated one way or another soon. This is the CBS Evening News. Dan Rather reporting live from Dhahran, Saudi Arabia. Good evening. Iraq today delayed its response to a Soviet peace plan, but renewed its promise to answer soon. U.S. and allied commanders here believe a deal will be done, or they will spring their ground offensive, one or the other, within a week. Bill Plant is at the State Department. Bill?
The waiting game has put the Bush administration in a bind. They're apparently ready, even eager, to begin a ground war and to finish off Saddam Hussein, but under considerable political pressure to say yes if Iraq accepts Moscow's offer of an unconditional negotiated settlement. For the record, the Secretary of State said again today that as far as the U.S. is concerned, there is nothing to negotiate.
Iraq must leave Kuwait immediately, totally, and unconditionally, and Iraq must comply fully with the other applicable Security Council resolutions. Anything short of that is unacceptable.
What's truly unacceptable in the U.S. view is ending the war with Saddam still in power, with part of his military intact and able to argue that he stood up to American invaders. The Soviet plan, to the administration and its allies, might have just that result.
Would appear to leave Iraq with its authority, with Saddam in charge, with the whole government apparatus of Iraq still there, and that would be a historical mistake, which the president doesn't want to make.
But if an Iraqi withdrawal from Kuwait made an Allied ground offensive unnecessary, many soldiers' lives would be saved. And some in Congress, along with many of the European allies, believe that alone makes the Gorbachev peace plan worth waiting for.
And it would be my own personal hope that if we could resolve this issue without entering into a ground war, we would be a lot better off.
And some believe that a post-war Saddam won't be worth worrying about.
I think Saddam Hussein is doomed whichever way you look at it. I think he'll be overthrown from within if he started to withdraw. So Saddam Hussein is not going to survive any way you look at it.
Officials say that the U.S., Britain, and France don't believe that Iraq will accept the Soviet offer unconditionally. And they say that Saddam doesn't have much more time to make up his mind. But if Iraq did say yes, then President Bush took any military action, that might splinter the coalition. So the president might have little choice then but to accept. Bill Plant, CBS News, the State Department.
The Iraqis' promise that Tariq Aziz would return soon wasn't enough to keep Soviet Foreign Minister Alexander Besmertnik in Moscow. He left today to give a speech in Madrid. With pressure building to begin the ground war and no official reply to their peace initiative, earlier today the Soviets hinted they might be growing impatient with Iraq.
And whenever we feel the need to remind them of the need for an urgent reply, we'll do that.
Do you feel the need now?
I'm not going to say.
The former Soviet foreign minister urged both superpowers today not to give up too fast on an opportunity for peace. In his first public appearance since leaving office, Eduard Shevardnadze, inaugurating his new foreign policy think tank, said if there's